Here, Piper, come on up. Whoa, there you go. Canvas back, folks, and we've got Piper today. Welcome back, channel, for a new episode from everyone here at On Down the Road Productions. And we've got Piper here. She owns the back of the 4Runner. And dare I say, this could be the last year to get a 5th gen 4Runner. And another great reason to do so is that dogs love them. So you can see Piper back there. She loves going everywhere with me in this truck. So this episode, what I wanted to cover were the Lexus GX550, which will be out next year, and the new Toyota Land Cruiser. Kind of do both in one episode. And I wanted to wait before we did our video on these trucks and keep it together in one bundle, because these new trucks from Toyota and Lexus are part of the same strategy to go to smaller displacement turbo motors and a few other things. But I wanted to wait for all the YouTube TV pitchmen to get their reviews out of the way, whether it's red tennis shoes or aggressive arm movements or looking like you were dressed by your mother. These guys are just repeating things you can get yourself on the internet on all these vehicles, right? Specs, wheelbase. Well, we had a dog barking, so I quit filming. Go figure. And the dog is now quit barking. So like I was saying, I view most of these channels to be nothing more than TV pitchmen. You guys remember TV pitchmen. There are still a few on TV right now. They're annoying. They're like buy one, get one free for a limited time only. But these people have a camera and a channel, but zero automotive experience, so I don't watch them anymore. You know, it's more about the performance and look at what we've got here type of thing versus this is why not. And there's no subjective analysis in these videos. And I think everyone knows by now that the auto companies use these people. They've got subscribers, they buy clicks. It's cheaper for auto companies to you know, reach out to a YouTube channel and say, hey, we'll fly you to our vehicle review, and they stack them on top of each other. Some of these people look like they were dressed by their mothers. So I really don't watch them. I do my own research and analysis because I actually do work in the automotive industry for quite some time now. I've seen a lot, done a lot, but does that make me an expert? No. Top tip for you guys, watch out for fake experts on YouTube. Do your own analysis. You can very quickly type in GX550, get everything you need to know except pricing. But what I want to do first is start with the Toyota Land Cruiser. So let's go. Okay, so it's kind of exciting to have a new Land Cruiser out that's priced lower than the outgoing model. And they're claiming that the 1958 version will start at $55,000. Well, I've talked to my dealer contacts, and let me tell you, there's going to be markups like crazy. So if you think you're going to get into a base 1958 Land Cruiser for $55,000, good freaking luck, okay? It's going to be dealer markups and price gouging right off the bat. Here is our subjective analysis of the new Toyota Land Cruiser. Design. Looks too much like a Land Rover. That's just how we think. I don't think Land Rover, with its terrible quality, is a serious competitor or threat to Toyota. So why mimic their designs? I think the Land Cruiser looks superior to the Lexus GX550 that we'll get to soon. So the pricing. I talked to my contacts. It's encroaching on current 5th gen 4Runner pricing. So this is what this means. Why are they doing that? That's what they said to me. Really what this means is that the 5th gen will go off the market for a short bit, and they hope people will buy the Land Cruiser until the new 4Runner is out. That's just my speculation. Could be wrong, but that's what I think is happening here. Again, what you're getting in that new Toyota Land Cruiser is a 4-cylinder. So Honda's had a huge issue with oil soak in their 1.5 liter turbos. It's actually a very good engine design. Oil soak is when fuel gets down into the oil. And the maximum amount of fuel you can have in your oil is 2.4% of the total oil volume. And I'm hearing that all engines do this, but I would bet you my bottom dollar the 4Runner doesn't do this at all. And with the Toyota oil soak issues, they could be there with this 2.4 cylinder motor. I think the probability is low, but it might come up. And back to the Honda 1.5 very quickly, and why this is relevant is if you use your 1.5 turbo in your Honda just for short trips, you're going to get the oil soak into the motor very quickly. Long distance trips, there's more of an opportunity to burn off the fuel. So I'm concerned with the reliability of the new 2.4 liter cylinder turbo in the Land Cruiser when it's going to be put through heavy duress situations like the 4Runner's been, the 5th gen. So those are my main key points. We do not like the rear window opening. The hatchet pops up, it looks like a toilet bowl back there when you open your rear window, and you don't get that on the 4Runner, do you? Or the Lexus GX550. So okay, let's talk about the Lexus now. Same thing, a little bit Land Rover-ish on the design. We do not like what they call the power bulges on each corner of the truck. We actually think it reduces visibility. They need that corner marker like you see in the new Ford Bronco. So I don't get it. It could have something to do with FMVSS to crumple a bit if you do crash it into something. Maybe that's why that shape is there, but I would never call them power bulges. We think the design, especially that rear window opening, it's too Sequoia-like. It looks okay, but we prefer the angled, chiseled look of the Lexus GX460, especially in the front end. It's got nothing to do with us owning a Lexus GX460. Just think that they found a way to make them cheaper and charge more for them. So let's talk about pricing now. I haven't really seen too much Lexus GX550 pricing. It's all speculative, but expect that puppy to be at least 20 to 30% more, just like the Tundra. You know, who's gonna buy these things? You might lease one, but what a mess. What a mess. Again, vehicle pricing is the #1 driver of inflation. None of these companies will back down on their pricing. It used to be when I was a kid, and for people even older than me, companies like Chrysler used to care about the family budget, and that was their advertising. You get all this for this much, and it's affordable. Those days are long gone. I encourage all to stay away from economic enslavement. Buying a new Lexus GX550 for $90,000 when you could have bought a Lexus GX460 like we did for $56, that's economic enslavement. You don't want to tie yourself down with that kind of debt, nor do you want to lease anything if it's not worth buying. So let me go back to the Lexus GX550. So I know it's got the same twin turbo V6 that's in the Tundra, but the horsepower numbers and torque numbers are lower. How could that be? Well, let me tell you why. That 8-speed transmission can't handle it. That's why. I don't know if the motor in that config could handle it much better. Again, you know, I feel that this 8-speed will be a sealed transmission. Who wants a sealed transmission? I don't. Again, this is another great reason to buy either a 5th gen TRD Pro or a GX460 before they're gone this year. Again, you know, the vehicle looks too Land Rover-ish. Is it a good looking vehicle? I guess it's a good looking vehicle, but is it going to be worth the prices they're going to charge for it when it comes out? Again, you know, there'll be dealer markups, there'll be all sorts of crazy stuff going on. If you have cash, that kind of cash, and think you can pay a dealer markup just to have a Lexus GX550 or a new Land Cruiser, save your money, because if you pay a dealer markup, you lose that money. It's off the table. It's like throwing it down the toilet and flushing it. I always tell people, if you're dealing with dealer markups, you can buy your vehicle out of state. My friend Craig Everts at Fox Toyota in Rochester Hills has 5 to 8 TRD off-road premiums coming in. One is lime green. You're not going to pay more than sticker. Craig is extremely ethical. I would rather buy my truck in Michigan than Colorado with the $8,000 market adjustment fee and off-road premiums right now. So just let Craig know that Terry sent you from On Down the Road Productions, and he's got 8 off-road premiums coming in, and you can snag one. Those are my thoughts on the new Lexus GX550. I'm sure it's going to drive nice, obviously, but now it's got electronic steering, and so does that Toyota Land Cruiser, and I'm not sold on electronic steering. I know it's gotten better, but it's just another way for automakers to make these vehicles cheaper and charge you more for them. Okay guys, let's do a wrap on this episode. We got Piper right there. Piper, we love you. She's even got a bowl of water in the truck. So for me and for us, they're increasing the prices of the Land Cruiser and GX550 exponentially. We're going to have market adjustment fees, and you know, I don't know if it's worth it. Like I said, just in the last month or so, vehicle prices have gone up 16.7%. The average price of a new vehicle is close to $50,000. If you're drinking Kool-Aid and you think that 2.4 cylinder turbo or the other V6 3.4 liter twin turbo motor in the other truck, the GX550, are going to be just as rock solid as what we got right now with the current GX460 and the current 5th gen 4Runner, good for you. So hey guys, thank you for watching this episode. We're not trying to be haters on the new trucks. When is the insanity going to stop with vehicle pricing? Vehicle prices have shot through the roof since COVID, and have incomes shot through the roof? No. Does anybody at the auto companies like Toyota care? The answer is no. Look at the pricing they're coming out with. They're saying we're sharing architecture, we're making our vehicles cheaper, we're sharing components, making our vehicles cheaper, and then they turn right around and hack the price, jump the price up to 30%, and then the dealer puts a market adjustment fee on it. You know, just bend over. It won't happen to me. And like I already said, Craig's got a few off-road premiums coming in. Get one. Who cares if you bought it out of state? I bought my 2016 TRD Pro in Ohio, in Marion. Who cares? You know, no one ever says to you, where'd you buy your new vehicle? You know, they don't care. So get yourself a nice ORP at sticker price, 5 to 8 of them or something like that coming in right now at Fox Toyota. From me and Piper, thank you for spending your valuable time with us here at On Down the Road Productions. We're growing. We thank you for that. We thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. And until next episode, be smart with your money. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't get sucked up in these fake expert YouTube channels. Most of them have zero automotive experience. And you guys take care of yourself and live your best day possible. From us to you, we give you our best.